So welcome everyone. This is a new series that we're running with professionals from Schulich School of Business. I'm so happy to introduce my dear friend Stephen Friedman, and I'm Wissam AlHussaini. We both teach at Schulich School of Business and at Schulich Executive Education Center. And me and Stephen are in continuous talks about what is happening all over the world, what's happening among organizations, what are professionals really looking for? And one of the questions that came out of these discussions, Stephen asked a very, very peculiar question. He said that...
Yeah, that's because I'm a peculiar guy.
Of course. You were actually in talks with these professionals and they asked you a very specific question. Yeah. After all of this year, or after all of we've been through, what is it that we are looking for as professionals to continue to survive and excel in these uncertain times?
Right, and uncertain is the right word, right? I get asked this all the time, Wissam, and I just to quickly add, I'm very thrilled to be able to chat with Wissam, both sharing some of our content of our chats with everybody that's watching today, as well as always, ongoing opportunity to chat with an amazing dear friend and colleague. For me, the way I approach this problem, and when I'm asked that question, is to focus on the individual. And I know there's a lot more to it, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And Wissam and I, we go back and forth on this, and of course, we land in the same middle ground, right? That everything is important. But first of all, I think it's about learning how to reframe and frame a problem. In other words, to look at it with its background and switch it around, without sort of the fear of being wrong or interpreting things incorrectly. In other words, seeing our ability to change our frames as a method of thinking differently, which brings me to my second one. I think the second thing is, what capacity do we have to become more critical and flexible thinkers? In other words, how can we not get married to our views on everything such that we don't give ourselves permission to change our minds, because this permission to change our minds results in new ideas and new ways of looking at complicated and complex problems in organizations. And lastly, not only the complex and complicated, right, Wissam? We don't know what's coming next. Right. It's not like it's complicated in a predictable way. Oh, now it's changed to this, and now we can just move on. And to just broaden our perspective to new ways of looking at ideas and solutions. Here's the thing, though. I know there's more to it than I am getting to, Wissam, isn't there? There's context, too, right? And this is the part...
I can hear easily people now as they are listening to us thinking and trying to challenge this and saying, okay, so thank you, Stephen. You are going to give me very important skills of reframing problems and being a critical thinker. But what if everyone else in my industry is doing the same? Then the answer becomes actually, how can you beat them to it? In other words, this is the common words and the loveliest word that everyone is searching for, which is agility. How can I become agile? And this is exactly how we're going to continue this program, which is we're going to focus on different types of agility. Everyone knows the operational agility, the one that being taught in project management and so on. What we focus on this course is the other half of it, which is what we call strategic agility, or for short, Stragility. I'm not going to ask for dips on this name because someone else beat me to it, Stephen. So
it's already in the Oxford Standard, eh?
Exactly. So Stragility now is a big thing about how do I run an organization with a clear vision, but at the same time, I am nimble and agile, and I am moving forward towards achieving my goals. We're going to do different things in that regard. We are going to look at the different vehicles to achieve strategic agility. How do you think of the building blocks, the people, the structure, and the overarching strategy that is guiding us there? But knowing you, Stephen, I know that you wouldn't stop at just giving them tips for problem solving and critical thinking. I know that we're going to have you back in one capacity or the other.
Yes. So yeah, absolutely. I'm going to come back in the final piece of the program. And we're going to get together, we're going to get going a live case. So something that's real, that's going on in the world, where we can really put some of these tools into action and into focus and get a chance to practice some of them, all the way from, and of course, we have a limited playground. It's just one component, one module, but we'll get to try out everything from new ways to think about all the structural and contextual components that Wissam was talking about, as well as some of the more intrapersonal, the individual skills, and see how because again, it's the same middle ground. That's the way I look at it always. Everyone's like, it's the backdrop or it's the person. And of course, Wissam, the truth lies in the middle. And with a live case, we can really put some of these ideas into practice.
I love that. So let me recount what's going to happen in this program. You are going to talk for...
Wait, I'm taking notes. I got to take some notes.
Okay. So first, it's Stephen, and you're going to give them 2 days on problem solving, reframing problems, and managing under complexity. Then it's going to be another 2 days where I'm going to talk to them about the context of it in agility and strategic agility. And then we are going to come back for one final day together where we're going to talk about leadership. How do we lead the whole process? And actually provide them with that live example where you're going to present them with an actual problem and they have to apply everything they have learned in the past 4 days. Am I correct? Did I get everything right?
Yes. And you know what else? Here's the thing, right? They'll be able to do it. That's the thing, is a lot of this stuff is so much more accessible. Both of these sort of combined sets of material, this whole entire program is so accessible for people. And that's one of the more exciting parts, is that anybody who really wants to think and be more strategically agile can do it.
And is it like reserved for, we hear this all the time. I am not there. I am not leading my organization. I'm not working at a big corporate. Is this reserved only for top management or middle management? Or is it like,
No, because you know what, today's organizations, and I know you know this well, with a little luck, we're going to be moving more towards more and more people taking part in the direction of an organization, including people at all levels. And I know organizations already strive for this. That's number one. And number two is leadership in its essence really has nothing to do with being the boss.
Okay. So this is for everyone who is actually hoping to become a strategic leader, an agile leader. And these are the skills that we are looking for in now or these uncertain times. And if they want any further information, they can find the information actually at the bottom of this page. Can they go to our website and how can they enroll? And I understand that already the places are very limited. Am I correct?
That's my understanding from what I've heard. You know what, people, I think this is the best time to sharpen up these kinds of skills. Exactly. Even people who are in between opportunities, it's a great chance to get ahead in the area that really matters now, not just information, but how to think and how to structure and how to be a different kind of leader.
Wow. So there you have it. Be agile and move forward with our strategic agility certificate. We are looking forward to see you in the classroom. Take care. Thank you very much, Stephen. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Wissam. Same here.